What up, y'all? Just chilling with my man's Johnny Carson. Just hanging out with Johnny. It's just me and Johnny out here surrounded by the sinks. What's up, Johnny? Do you think they're synced? What do you say, Johnny? Are they synced? Johnny, do you say they're synced? Say something, Johnny. Here's sync. Instead of the 86. Here's sync. This door is open right now, and I hear the car's engine sound again. He just keeps driving around synced with his engine sound after driving by me synced. Here's sync. Time to sync. Red and blue 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 sync. The red and blue sync. The sinks sync. The red and blue sync. And the sink stays sync. Is this a sync? You see these people walking out behind these people. I don't know if they're synced or not. Are these people synced? Is it synced? Is kids running across the street synced? Is it synced? Is it gonna sink? No! Is it sync? Is it sync? Is it a sync parade? There's red cars. There's gonna be a blue car at the other side of the street. Oh! There's a red car pulling up. Oh, there's another red car. Oh, there's another red car. It's a sync. It's succinct. They just walked up. I think they're doing it synced. I don't know. She's got a red shirt and the whitey. That car's right there like it's synced. I don't know. Is it synced? It's probably synced with the other red car, with the red cars, with the blue car. It's always time to sync, so figure I'd show y'all again. It's always time to sync. It's just always time to sync. I can just make a video every time. They're getting in the car right when this drives by. Sync, sync. They're getting in the crosswalk. Sync, sync. Green car, sync. At the crosswalk, sync, sync. He's opening the car door as they're closing the car door. He's sitting, waiting to close it with this car, sync. That's a blue car, I think, with the blue car. He closes blue car door when the blue car door behind me. That's tan car. Damn, can I catch your breath now? Is there a red shirt? Sync. No red shirt. I can catch your breath. Is it gonna beep? Is the beep gonna beep sync? When's the beep gonna beep? Is it gonna sync?
Hey, bud. Still nice outside?
It's really nice outside.
I'm gonna get my nose up.
I heard the beep. It was like beep.
$21. Empty on the Stop.
Yeah, I heard the beep. I see a whitey right now. I heard the beep right when I handed in the cash. I see a red car right now. Doo! I see a sink. I see a whitey pulling up to the intersection right now. It's the weekend, so it's gonna be sink harder. Oh, it's tan. It was this tan sink. Is the Domino's car a sink? There's someone walking out right as he starts to drive. And then I hear people behind me. You hear them? Oh, they're coming on this thing. They're yelling sink with the Domino's car. Did you hear them? They're gonna sink. People are just, yeah, sink. And people are just always on those things. And then when I turn the corner, no, sink. Yeah, when people are on those things, they always like yell sinks, and they're always meeting me sinks. And the pedal ones. Those things that have the pedals on them, they pedal around on it, are always synced, always meeting me synced. They're always yelling synced and being like, whoa! Time to sync. It's a loud green car back there. Loud green sink. Here's a sink. He's turning sinks. Then he's driving by me at the other one sinks. And it's a sink. This car is pulling up. Sink. I think that's a whitey. I think this is a whitey with this and this whitey. I think they're the sink. I think it's the sink cult. This guy's got a red shirt. Is he in the sink cult? Sink. Is it the sink cult? Is it red shirt day still? Or red car day? Is it blue shirt day? What's happening? That was crazy on that last video. When that guy with the blue shirt was walking out, and I was like, is he gonna meet a blue shirt at the door? And then he actually did. That was a slam sink with a red shirt. Sink. This bug is flying in my face right now. But yeah, like I was like, is that guy, like I was just joking, and I was like, is that guy gonna walk in with a blue shirt and he's gonna meet someone at the door with a blue shirt? And then he actually did meet someone at the door with a blue shirt. He met two people that both had a blue shirt on. And then when I walked in the door of the building, there was a guy with a blue shirt walking out. But I haven't been seeing blue shirts since then though, so the sink right there with the blue shirts. It was probably because I said it too. Like they probably had a guy. They probably sent the guy with the blue shirt a message or like, walk out right now. Meet him with the blue shirt. This car looks synced. I hear an engine sound as it drives up behind it in the distance. The engine sound soon. With the car sink. And I saw a whitey over there sink, I think. Way down the street, way down at the end of the street. And I think I saw a sink and I hear a sink behind me. I think I see sink. So much much sink? Bruh. Calm down with the sink. Like, how much sink do you need? I think there's such a thing as as too much sink. I think they're overdoing the sink because there's too many sinks. Like, they're in the distance, they're close by at the same time, and they're sink-tarded. I heard this guy slamming a dumpster or something. I think he was sinking. I don't know if he sinked, but I think it was. Hold on a second. Time to sink. I hear this kid yelling. I think it's a sink child. I hear an engine sound right now. I see a white car coming. He's gonna sink when I get across the street. It's gonna be sink. It's gonna be Whitey Sink with red shirt. I hear a bird right now. Like, do you hear the bird? He's a sink. There's a chemtrail. Boom. And I'm walking by these people, and I think it might be the child that I heard sing before. I don't know. So Whitey gonna turn? Oh, he's not turning. What's the Whitey doing? What do you think? The child has a red shirt. It is Husker game day though, so I forgot. I keep forgetting. But it is a lot of synced red shirts though. Like every red shirt that I've seen looks synced today, so still looks synced. And I heard this guy like yelling over here. I don't know if it was synced or not, but sync. There's a 5G tower. I don't think I've ever seen that one. He's putting them up everywhere. So they can do more sync. Do it more succinct. This white car is driving out and it's a sync. They got the 5G towers so they can do it more succinct, and so they can succinct shoot a directed energy weapon at my head. Succinct. Succinct. Red shirt sync. Hong Kong. Red shirt sync white. Do you see the red shirt? I don't know if you can see it, but I can see it. It's red. And it's sync. It's a sync. 44. All these cars driving out in front of me as they get out. Sync. Is it time to sink? Hello? Is it time to sink? Red, blue, sink. Chemtrail. Is the chemtrail a sink too? What's not a sink? I think that truck was synced at the corner of the building. I don't know. Is this a sink? It's red and it's turning and then... It was like a military license plate. This has the one orange light. Was it sink? It was probably at the corner of that. It says 66. Is it sink? Damn. Try to zoom in sometimes it doesn't work. Can you slow down the sink so I can catch all of them? Do a slow motion sink. This car is getting to the intersection right now as I walk through the alley. I think it's a sink. I don't know. Probably a sink, and he's gonna pull up and turn right now, and it looks synced. And this is synced. And this drove out kind of at the same time, I think. He just turned at the same time as a red car in front of me. And then I saw another red car drive by behind him right after he turned. It was probably synced. It's chemtrailed up today. Chemtrails. Oh, I hear the announcer guy. Is he synced? I hear the announcer guy on the speaker at the football. Let's go over by there and see if he sinks. His tail lift just pulled up, you know. This bug just flew up and hit my face when the tail lift was turning behind me. Let's see if the sports announcer guy sinks all the way up the street and sinks when I walk by. Just like he was doing last night. He was synced. I don't know if he's synced every time I heard him talking, but he was synced though. Definitely synced. Like these blue cars, and I saw other blue cars up the street. And I see red cars that, there's a red car. It was probably a synced red car up the street that I was seeing. I see these people keep like stopping on the sidewalk, and then he's on a skateboard. Is he gonna meet me synced with it? Does that see? Has a 66, I don't know. Just does. Is this a sink? Is it the red blue sink? Is it the C3 sink? Is it a sink? Is that a white sink? This is tail lift sink. Tail lift sink. Skateboard sink. Skateboard sink. skate. You wanna sink?
Fuck nigga!
Skate. You wanna sink? Like he like jumps off his skateboard next to me, and then like it rolls backwards, and then the other kids are stepping on it next to me. Oh! Time to sink. I see a bunch of white over there. I see a white over there right now. It was a white SUV. It was a sink. Like this one. The whiteys. They sink. I see a... He's turning as that drives by me, and there was another silver car turning in front of me. It was a male van, and he was a sink. And he turned at a corner sink. And there's red, blue sink. And his motorcycle is a sink. There's a bicycle. I'm seeing a lot of, hold on, let the motorcycle get out here. There's a loud fart engine. Is he gonna sink with it right now? I've seen a lot of motorcycles and bicycles sink together lately. Like what just happened? Like I'll see. Here's black and silver. I see a white truck in the background. I think he sink. But yeah, I've seen a lot of motorcycles that sink with bicycles lately. It's just a thing they're doing lately that I've seen on multiple occasions. And occasionally I'll see a motorcycle sink with a motorcycle, or I'll see a bike sink with a bike, or I'll see a skateboard sink with a bike, or I'll see a skateboard sink with a skateboard, or I'll see black silver. There's a blue car. This car is right when he turns, and is it sink? I don't hear the sports announcer guy anymore. Is he done sinking? Like, I just heard him like one time. And I don't hear him anymore. This guy's got a blue shirt and a red truck. Is it sink? I think I see sinks. I see a guy on a bike coming. Is he gonna sink? Don't sink. Don't sink. Right by the corner of the house. Was it a sink? It says 84. It's at the corner of the house. Is this gonna sink? Corner of the house. Don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink. They're synced with the 555 sink. It's at the corner of the house. That has a 55. I hear these engine sounds left to me. I think you're synced. I don't know. Look at the chemtrails. Look at the chemtrails in the sky. This car has a 33 and it's right at the corner of the house. I hear these engine sounds over here. I think they're synchronizing. This red car is going through the intersection when that red car drove by me. Is it synced? Is the red syncs? Is it synced? I think he had an 84 on the red car at the corner of the house. See these people walking off of the porch. I think they did it synced. Hopefully they didn't do it synced, but we'll see. Does it sync? Is it sync? This car just changed lanes when this car turned. And then it's gonna sink. And then it's gonna sink. And then they just turned into the backyard when that drove by me, I think. This has a 55. Woo. How many of them are synced? I don't know. What's gonna sink? See a dog over here. Is it sinking? It's running up. Is it doing it synced or is it doing it unsynced? Don't do it synced. Don't sink. I think I just heard a dog bark synced. A different dog. Where'd the dog that ran up go? Is it a sink? Don't sink. Is someone walking up a dog? Are they a sink? Is that the corner of the house? Where'd the dog go? Don't sink. Don't sink with your child in the white. Don't sink. Don't sink with your child in the white. No. Engine sounds behind me. Motorcycle engine sound sink. Car door closing sink on the white. Did you hear the sink? It closed again right there. Another door closed. Oh wait. I think it was that whitey. I think the one whitey closed their door and then the other whitey closed their door at the corner of the house. This car is turning behind this car as it pulls up to turn, and I'm hearing engine sounds that left me at the same time. And there's people on bikes, and one of them's got a red shirt. Are they sync? I think I heard someone, and I see someone over there. Like I was walking by them when the bikes rode in front of me, and they got red too, or one of them got red. So like one of the bike riders has red, one of them got red. And I think I heard someone over there too when the bikes rode in front of me that was like, woo! It's a lot of sink. Chemtrails. Build up. Tan sink. It's parking sink. Tan sink. Parking sink. Sink. I saw a car turn into the thing across the street, and then I saw another car turn out onto the street at the same time. And it's a white, and he's a sink, and they're gonna sink, and he's gonna drive by sink. And he's gonna have a 33, and it's gonna sink. And he's gonna drive by at the same time as another 33, or something. A sink. It's definitely a sink. A sink. I think that car was a sink at the alley, maybe. Perhaps. Perhaps not a sink. It's quiet right now. And I don't see a lot of sink either. I see cars that might be sinked. I see a white sink. I see a red sink. I see a 88 on the red sink. I think it was 888. I hear a church bell. I see cars that look sink. I see a white truck that looks sink. It's a church bell going off as I cross the street. I don't know when it started exactly, but it's just always happening though. This guy's got a red shirt, and I hear an engine sound. And it's a sink. It's not that I think it's a sink. It is a sink. There's a silver car, there's a black car behind. Oh, it's a tan car, never mind. Looks sink though, at the alley. Looks like a sink. I think this guy's gonna go in the door next to me. Is that what's gonna happen? Oh, it's not. It's not. Is he gonna do it when I walk up to the intersection? I hear a train horn. The door is closing when I walk up to the intersection. I hear the train horn again. I hear church bell. You hear the church bell? Sink. Train horn and a church bell sink. Red car sink. 66 sink. The red car sink. I don't know if y'all saw the 66, but I saw the 66. It was a sink. That was a silver car behind me, and that's the silver car in front of me. They look sink. Is it time to sink? a sink. I see people walking in front of me as I'm walking by people. It's a sink. Like they're just standing there, but it's probably a sink. Here comes the car. It's a sink. He drove behind me. Is this one sink? I think I hear this kid yelling. Is it sink? 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 What's not gonna sink? Anything? Everything looks synced. Ah! Is it gonna sink? Here's sink. Here's Johnny Sinks. Here's Johnny Sinks. That red shirt and that tan car, I think. I think it was a red shirt. Was it pink? I don't know. Was it sink? Was it a pink sink? Was it a pink sink or was it a red sink? No, it was a sink. I know that it was a sink for sure. And I do see pink, like I'll see people with a red shirt and someone else with a blue shirt together, or meeting each other's sinks, or just walking together. But like sometimes I'll see like a guy with a blue shirt and his wife has a pink shirt. I'll see a blue and pink sink, or the blue and pink will be meeting each other's sinks. Definitely see that sometimes. Woo. All right. What's gonna meet me at the door? Is it gonna sink? I see 2 red cars in a row, 3 red cars. I see 2 red cars in front of me simultaneous. It's meeting a whitey at the intersection. And then there's probably multiple white cars behind it. Is it multiple white cars? Is this guy a sink? It says a 44. Did it sink? I think this has a 66. Yeah, 66. Sink. This has a 777. And there's a silver car and then 2 black cars, you know. And it's a sink, you know. And it's a sink. 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 Huh. And it's a sink. I hear the engine sounds behind me sink. And then here it comes and it's a sink. And this one light just pulled up with it. Sink, 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 sink. It's a tan one light. And they got a red shirt in the passenger seat. Why didn't the driver have a red shirt? Did he got a blue shirt? What did he have? Was it blue? Was it a sink shirt? Was it not a red sink shirt, or was it a red sink shirt in the passenger seat? No, it was definitely sink though. Is this bike synced? Is the bike synced? It looked like he might not have been synced, but it's probably synced. This that piece of cotton or whatever flew by me when the white truck drove by me, and I always see that synced. And you can believe me or not, but I always see it synced. Maybe not every time I see it, but I always see it synced though. And I think it was synced again. I think same things are happening again. It's a sync. I think he's pointing sync now. Is he synced? Is he gonna sync? Is he gonna sync? He's closing his car door as his car drives by his car. It's synchronizing. Driving off sync. That's driving sync. It's a sync drive-by by the sync drive-by gang. Doing drive-bys on me sync again. He's gonna open the door sync. Sync. The sun feels good. I think it's the real sun, not the artificial Chinese sun, but maybe. I don't know. Feels good. Is this the sync? Don't sync. Don't sync. Please don't sync. Please be unsync. Don't sync, don't sync, don't sync. That's a silver car over there, and those were both silver cars. And this silver car, and this is a silver car, and this is a silver car. Are they all sync? Are they silver sync? And the guys in the silver SUV look like they're laughing. And this white car looks like it's sinking. Looks like a sink. This guy got a red shirt. Looks synced. I think I heard a car door close synced. I don't know. Was it synced? I hear someone talking at the corner of the building. Is it synced? Is it time to sync? Don't sync. Don't sync. Don't sync. This car looks synced for sure. That's synced. Somebody walking up as the car is turning out. Is it synced? Is it gonna drive by at the railing pole? Duh. Is he a sync? Is he a sync? Is it a sync? He's turning really slow. Why did he take so long to turn? Was he a sync? Is it time to sync? I think she is scratching her head synced. I don't know. Is it sync? Is it a sync? Heard a car car backfire over there. I think it was right next to me. Which they do sink sometimes. So it was probably a sink. These birds are flying over as the white car drives by me at Ravenwood. Where they sink. She's getting in, sink. Closing the door, sink. There's an engine sound and backfire as she closes the door, sink. Did you hear it? It was sink. So I guess I was right. It was a sink, and he drove by over there, sinked with his backfire sink car. And they did that really loud next to me one time when I was recording. It was like right next to me on the street. This car is honked right now. Honk. They did it right next to me on the street really loud one time when I was recording. It was really loud, like hurt my ears. It was so loud. They did the backfire thing next to me. Oh. I see a bunch of black cars. Are they synced? Damn. Looks synced. Is it a 66 sync? Wait, is it a 66? This is silver. Is it synced with the black? Oh, it's an 88. It was just an 88. I hear an engine. I hear the backfire car again. Birds. Do you hear it? He's a sink. Look at the chemtrails, man. It's synced up. Or it's chemtrailed up, I mean. He's got a blue shirt. I hear the backfire car again after I walk by the crosswalk. Damn, it's a sink. Here's a green car. I haven't seen a green car in like an hour or something. Sink. He's meeting this red car at the intersection. And then he's turning as it drives by me, and this blue car came out synced with it. And he's got a blue shirt and the blue car, I think. And he's driving right at the door of Ravenwood. And this car's pulling up, and this guy over there is laughing right now. Is he synced? Oh, where can I go that's not a sink? Definitely not over here. It's always synced. Anyone know where? Where do I go? Are they gonna sink? I think they were walking up synced earlier. Don't sink, don't sink, don't sink. They got a red shirt. Oh, okay. There they go. I thought they were gonna, like, sometimes they had a camera. I thought, like, sometimes they'll take a picture, like, as I walk behind them. It's like I'm photobombing them or whatever. Like, reverse photobomb. Like, as I walk behind them, they'll be taking a picture. They'll be having their picture taken. She was like taking a picture right when they got across the street, when the white car and the other car pulled up. And before she took their picture, she was like looking over at me, smirking like she's a sink head, like she's about to do a sink. She's like, I'm gonna sink. comes a red shirt. Is he gonna sink? It is Husker game day, so maybe it's not a red shirt sink, but is it a sink though? Anyway, either way, is it a sink? Probably a sink. These birds probably sink. Probably a sink. Is he gonna sink? Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. I see a blue car and I see a red car way in the background behind it that I think was synced with it. This car is just sitting here. Is it a sink? Or is it sitting there? Is it waiting for this? Oh. Was it waiting for the sink? There's birds flying over right now. There's two red cars over there. Sink. There's red car sink. Then red car starts to drive. Sink. This bird. Red cars. Red sinks. White sinks. Red. Another red. Another red sink. This guy's staring at me with his arm out the window in the white sink with the other white sinks and the other white sink in the background. Red and white sink. And these are both gray cars. They're like the same color gray. There's a guy on a bike and a guy on a motorcycle. Is it sink? Is it a sink? These are always synced every single time I see them. Is it synced again? I think it's synced with this. I think it's a sink. I think it's a sink. I think I see another sink. A sink. I saw a blue and red sink. Here comes the pedophile guy on the bike. He's gonna sink. He likes to sink on his pedophile sink bike. And there's a child right here, and it's probably a sink child with the pedophile sink. I don't know if they're synced, but he's a sink. Is he a pedophile sink? I heard an engine sound right when this car pulled up too. And these birds look synced. And then this car pulled up right when that person got across the street and it was probably synced. Probably a sink. What's coming? Is it gonna sink with the loud engine? This truck has one light, I think. Does this truck have one light? I think it has one light. And then it's black and black and black and black and black. Woo! He's waving at me in the black sink car. He's just like all the way across the street, just like. This is a tan car, and then this is a tan car right after it. Is it tan? That's a tan car. I think he's going through the intersection at the same time. That's a tan car too. It's a lot of tan. Oh, that's a silver, but it does have a 33 though. Duh. Still though, a lot of tan. Wait, that's silver too. Never mind. I think it was still tan sinks though. That's what I'm saying. and silver sinks. And white sinks and silver sinks. Is this gonna sink? Oh. The whitey truck in the background. Did you see the whitey truck back there? It was the whitey truck with the other whitey truck. They were sink. Is this sink? Don't sink. Has a dog in the back seat. I don't know if it was synced. Oh, I saw a tail lift. It was probably synced with the tail lift. And the white truck has a dim tail light. This is so many sync, man. Is this the 66 sync car? Oh, it's not the one. I see a blue car over there when it drove by. And then this red truck. And then, is this a sync? Is it red sinks? I think he's yelling something at me. Was he synced? I think he had an 86 too. Was he synced? There's a tan car. I think he was like yelling something at me, like he's threatening me or something. Is it sync things happening again? Are they synced? I don't know yet. Are they synced? He's got a red shirt. Oh yeah, I always see that guy synced. The bald guy, I always see him synced. Yeah, I always see that guy synced. Here comes the yellow car. It's gonna sink again. No. Here's the loud yellow car. Is it a sink? Looks like they were synced over there, walking around synced. I hear the engine sounds over there right when this car drives. I think it was the yellow car. And then this guy just turned back around on the sidewalk. Is he gonna sink when he walks up? Is he walking up sink? And then he just turns around and walks back again. Is he lost? Someone help that guy find the sink so he can sink again. These look synced. That red car in the background looks synced too, didn't it? Looks synced to me. Looks synced. These are both black. Are they synced? There's a red car over there when they walked in front of me, and then there's a red car over there when they got across the street. And then this red car was synced with the red car. And then they're probably gonna sink. Don't 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 sink. I don't know. Were they synced? Probably. At least one of those guys walking sync, statistically speaking. Maybe not his friend, but the other guy was synced. I didn't see a sink at the bank corner. Is there gonna be one at the other bank corner? Is it a sink? What's sinking? Is it synced? I think that's a sink. Anyway, here comes the crosswalk. Is it gonna sink? They're going to the door with the crosswalk. Sink. 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 This car's driving by at the door, and he's revving his white engine over there as he drives by me. And I think these people with the red shirt walked out synced. I'm not sure if they did or not. I think these people are gonna walk up synced right now as this car drives by here. Oh, I think I heard a car door close there too. And there's another blue car. Is this guy gonna sink? It's got red. Is he a sink? This car is turning and parking right now. It's doing more sink. And there's a red car. Maybe not. I mean, there's a blue car behind the red car, though, you know. And, is he sink? Is there a sink around the corner? Where's the sink? You just never know, like, if you walk around a corner of a building, is someone just gonna run up on you all of a sudden? Red shirt. Oh, sink. Like this morning, I came out of the gas station, and I think this guy's walking around sink. And there's this guy right at the door of the gas station, and I almost hit him with the door when I came out. I see a white truck in front of me. I see another white truck in front of me. It looks like I see a whole lot of sink. I think it's time to sink again. Is it sink o'clock? Is this Sink Street? Is this Sink Street or what? I think that's every street. I think it's every street that I've ever walked on that I can think of. I saw a white car turn in front of me when I got across the street. They're taking a picture over here now. Are they doing a sync? I don't know. Maybe not. They looked synced before though. I think they were synced. These look synced. So retarded. Is it a sync? What's gonna sink? Strategic sinks. Strategic stock-charted sinks. Oh. That red truck looks synced. The loud engine. I think that's tan car turning at the thing where they sink. Looks sink. Looks like a tan sink truck. I think I saw a car turn way down the street synced. I'm not sure about that one, but it looks synced right at the corner of the building. He's probably gonna pull up and meet me at the intersection synced. He is. He's gonna meet me at the intersection synced. And it's tan. And it's a sink. No! And this white car over there in the parking lot looks synced, I think. This is a blue UTV, and the blue car and the red car look synced with it. You got a dog in the tan sync car. That looks sync. Looks very sink. Looks very sink. Looks like a sink. Is this a bug sink? I think the bug was a sink. I think it's a sink. I'm thinking it's a sink. Think it's a sink. Thinking it's a sink. It's pulling up as I'm walking in front of it. Is it a sink? Oh. Looks like a lot of red. Is it sink? Think it's a sink. Thinking it's a sink. Think it's a sink. Sink, sink. Here's a tan car. I see a guy walking in front of me as it drives by me, and I heard an engine sound behind me. No. I see whiteys in front of me. I see one whitey. I see a school bus. Is it gonna sink? Don't sink a school bus again. That would be sinked. This white just parked right now next to me. That's right as the school bus is coming out in front of me. They did that. It's driving by right at this curve. And they just opened the door on the whitey sink. It's getting out. And is he staring at me? What's he doing? Is he gonna sink? Is it sink right now? Did it sink? Is 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 it sink? She's recording me. Is it sink? Is she recording me, sink? Oh! Sink.